My name is Veta Suzanne Hemric, and I now live in the state of Kentucky. But my story is about Yadkin County, North Carolina, and my investigative journalism that led to the discovery of wrongful foreclosures that eventually led to my false arrest for a crime not committed. I know I will never forget that warm, fuzzy feeling on September 1, 2009, when I was literally ambushed and arrested, handcuffed on my family farm property. I was falsely charged with a crime. All of this was a vendetta as a result of my questioning authority in foreclosure matters. These allegations were made by the second real estate agent involved. I was charged with the crime of cyberstalking with no proof, no investigation, no indictment, and no emails. These allegations were never corroborated in any manner. I had no criminal history. I was just a 63-year-old grandmother, an artist, and a writer. I have never done anything that could be even remotely classified as cyberstalking as I was charged. This real estate agent fabricated all of this to keep me occupied, busied, while she orchestrated the disposition of property owned by my mother since 1947. So I was arrested. I was forced to hear Prosecutor Brooke Webster read into open court what he knew was a report based on false allegations and his fabrications. This was November 10th, 2010, and clearly stated at the bottom of this report, confidential, restricted, and not for general distribution. This report was from an alleged social worker, Sherry Evans, that proposed that I be given a comprehensive evaluation to determine whether or not I understood what I was charged with. And this could possibly lead to a commitment, an involuntary commitment into a mental institution at Butner, North Carolina. For this alleged crime of NCGS 14-196.3, I have never been tried or convicted. Brooke Webster's false and misleading information has caused me to flee Yadkin County, North Carolina on June 14th of 2011. He again was reading into open court his false statements that have now become public record for an involuntary commitment into a mental institution, while he and the clerk of court and the Yadkin County Register of Deeds have continued to work in collusion and conspiracy to defraud my mother, Rachel Hemric, of each and every property she legitimately owns. These are properties that I, as her only child, stand to inherit. SunTrust foreclosed on my mother's home of 62 years, but the records show that SunTrust never produced a mortgage deed of trust and note on the property. Without these documents, by reasonable person conclusion, SunTrust had no legal right to foreclose. In 2003, I opened the lid on Pandora's box of more than 2 decades-long financial crimes enterprise. These involve the Hemric family farm properties that have now evolved into the Rachel Hemric wrongful foreclosures. My mother is now 88 years old and remains the only legitimate property owner. She is a victim of identity theft. Someone has to call attention to this third-party deceit that has become so prevalent in the ruining of the lives of the innocent. If you fight back, they will get you one way or the other, even if they have to declare you incompetent to stand trial. Regulatory boards of all the licensing state agencies governing social workers and psychologists who render these liar-for-hire reports wreck the lives of the defenseless and the innocent, the elderly. They make judges bulletproof. All they have to do is third-party validation of anything they charge, and they think they are invincible. No one is elected to public office to commit crimes. I will need another lifetime to correct what this team of liars for hire has done to my life and to the life of my mother. These people must be stopped. Congress must act to protect the innocent and to stop foreclosure frauds.